With the holidays coming up, we wanted to have on Eagles defensive tackle Malik Jackson on, talk a little less about football, a little more what athletes do off the field in the community. Malik, thanks so much for giving us a few minutes today. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you guys for having me on your platform. I really appreciate it.
We appreciate it. Jeff and I were talking. You're sort of the perfect athlete to have on our show. We like to talk about the impact that athletes can have on the community and how they use their platform. And we see what you're doing now, but we see what you've done for your career. Can you talk about what it means for you to be able to give back to the community using the platform you have before we get into the specific things that you do?
Yeah, no, to me, it's huge to give back, because, doing my second contract and now my third contract, I understand that the people in the city are the ones really giving the money because they're the ones buying the tickets, paying for the team. So, for me, it's one of those things I think I've learned, one, that, having money doesn't make you anything, in my opinion, really helping people makes the man. So, coming to these cities and seeing people trusting in me, giving me the opportunity to feed my family, I think it's only right that I give back and, help them out in their time of need.
Malik, one of the things that you've done in the past is be involved in the Salute to Service, including being nominated for the Salute to Service Award in 2018. How did you get involved in that?
Well, it went back, like I said, when I got my second contract, I just realized that, money doesn't make the man. I think everybody makes a big deal of you get this much money, you're going to be this, you're going to be that. And I really felt really lonely. And so I told my publicist, we talked about a lot of things, and I said, for me, I want to be able to give back. I think that would help me. So we did that. We found some places in Jacksonville, and we created a foundation. And I felt, really good about myself, and I felt good about things I was doing. So we just kept doing it.
You mentioned creating your foundation. You started Malik's Gifts in 2016 as a way to support the military, at-risk youth, and animals. Some of the projects you've done have been amazing. You've hosted coat drives and pet adoption drives, taken kids to the movies, provided scholarships. And I saw you say, I've been told that in order to make the world better, you have to help people. Can you talk a little bit about what it's been like to help people through this organization and how special that is to you?
It's been awesome. Malik's Gifts has really allowed me to really meet a lot of people as far as Gold Star moms. I hope I'm saying that right. And then, meeting some kids who taking kids to the movies whose parents are away protecting this country, just to see the smiles on their face. And actually went back to Denver where I did something in Colorado Springs for some youth that had their family either taken from them or and protecting this country. So seeing the smiles on their face and just seeing, just the sacrifices they give, it just puts things in perspective. One of our guys, Rodney McLeod, just went down this last week with ACL, and I'm talking to him, and he's like, yeah, I just did this thing where we packed for his charity, where they went to the store, they were packing groceries, and they just passed out $100 gift cards to pay people's groceries, and he upset people were crying and stuff, and he was like, man, you just put things in perspective. My injury is, it sucks, but there's people out here we can still help and put a smile on their face, and I think just moments like that truly show you what life's about and what's really important.
I saw he went even after the injury. He went the other day and he said, well, my leg still works. And he was there,
Yeah.
the gifts. And you can tell the impact that it has on the athletes when they really get to make that impact. It's special to see when you guys engage in the community like that. This isn't your
No,
first
yeah.
time in the community doing things. I mean, I saw over the summer, you basically helped 100,000 families in Philly. You woke up one morning and said you didn't think enough was being done, and you found a bunch of organizations, including Fred's Footsteps, to help out. Can you talk about how that came about?
Yeah, once again, talking to my publicist, Robert Wilson, once we got to the city, leaving Jacksonville, I said, I want to continue the things with Malik's Gifts here. And we were able to find Fred's Footsteps. And, my publicist, I, and Fred's Footsteps talked, and we saw where they needed a need, and we just donated where we found they needed a need. And they were one of the foundations that truly do a great job in Philadelphia of reaching people and all kinds of walks of life and just sharing. It was a no-brainer to partner with them, and it's been a blessing partnership ever since. So I'm just glad I got to meet them, and they do a great job of community. So whatever we need, we just go to them, and they have a good plan on what needs to be done.
Malik, you've also been involved in something that you set up called Nala's Gift, which is named after your daughter to help offer scholarships for graduating high school seniors. How did you get involved in that, and how important is it to you to give back in a way to make sure that other people get an education or the opportunities that you had?
Education is extremely important to me. It's one of those things growing up, you hear it all the time, either in my community you play sports or you do this, or you play football, basketball, or you rap. For me, it's one of those things I want to change that stereotype in my community, just being able to give kids opportunity, to help them get to college and the financial, take a little bit of financial burden off their back. And I understand growing up in California, we have Southern Cal and UCLA right down the street, and I was fortunate enough to go to Southern Cal on a scholarship, but you look at the kids that go there and you realize that's $50K a semester. So, knowing that and just realizing, my blessings, I was like, let me just try to set up a scholarship fund where I can go back to my high school first, help these kids, reach their dream, and then hopefully it gets spread out across the states. But yeah, it's just been a blessing to be a blessing, and that's just how I see it.
So we get to what you're doing currently. You're working with several of your teammates. You purchased and in turn donated 1,500 new coats to families in need in the area. Burlington stores matched that with another 1,000 coats. Can you talk about what it means to know that families will be warm and have the appropriate clothes this season because of the work that you're doing?
It means a lot, It means a lot, but I can't lie. This is. I feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like it does feel good, but it's almost like okay, now what's next? You know what I'm saying? Because especially in these trying times, I'm out here living my dream, providing for my family, and so many people can't. So for me, it's one of those things like, I think it's only right that I go out here and help people in this crazy time. So I'm already looking for what's next. Going back to Rodney, I'm asking what he's doing this for Christmas and some things, and I'm just trying to just move on. So it feels great, but man, I'm just trying to just help as many people as I can while I have this platform and while I can have people like Burlington Coat Factory help me out and want to partner with me. So just got to keep going.
Malik, how do you find time for all of this? Last time I checked, you're also playing football.
Yeah, luckily, man, I have a great guy, and like I said, my publicist Robert Wilson and my manager Tony Semi, and they do a great job. I just tell them what I want to do and what I'm thinking, and they can make it concise and make it tangible, and get the people to help us. And it's just been awesome to have those two guys on my team.
All right, so we know you're a football player. We know that you help out in the community. My understanding is you're also a soccer fan. This is more of a love than football, even for you, European football.
Oh, soccer. Yeah, you broke up. You said I love soccer?
I hear that you're a big soccer fan, and we can catch you playing a little FIFA when you're not playing football. Where did that love of European football start from?
It started in high school, man. I'm actually watching a Chelsea Wolverhampton game right now. I have it on mute, but no, I just started watching it, man, and I just appreciate their speed, their hip work, just the limberness, man, just everything about what they do, the footwork, especially being D lineman, just their footwork, and I just like how big they can be, watching Ronaldo and Messi and just seeing how they're like world stars, that's so cool to me, and I just, I think football, I would like football to be like that, so it's one of those things I just love the way they play the game. I love the footwork. Like I said, I love the way FIFA does it. I feel like a good job of just putting games out all the time with the Champions League and all that. So I just got into it just because I love the way they play, and I love their skill set.
Malik, I heard you earlier, you were talking about how you and Rodney were talking about what's the next thing that you can do for the community. What's it like to be on a team like the Eagles where you have so many like-minded teammates?
It's awesome because I've been on some teams where guys, you pass around the sheet to donate and guys get zeros, and it's hard, because you want to let guys know, it's not all about when you got young guys that come to the league and they think, oh, me. I try to let them know it's not always about that. You're going to get to a point where, it gets to a point where you're riding around in your Rolls Royce, seeing everybody asking for money and food. Do you really feel good about yourself? And I think it's, if you think like that, then helping people should be the one thing you want to do. So,
I did want to ask
you.
You grew up in a military home. You credit your dad a lot for your work ethic and preparedness. Jeff, I know, coached his son. Your dad coached you and your twin brother. What was that like to be able to have your dad play that role growing up? Because we talk a lot about the influence that coaches and parents can have on kids as they grow up.
Yeah, in the moment it's tough. You know, as a kid, you know, you just want to be free, play the game. You know, but your dad's coaching you. You know, he has foresight of where he wants you to be, how he wants things to go. And you know, like I said, at the moment it was like I remember not being able to play in the game because there was I guess now we call it a contractual dispute about me and my brother back then, you know, playing with the team and stuff like that. But now that I'm older, you know, I think he's raised me right, like to be, you know, to be where your toes are, to be committed to what you're doing. You know, to look at, not back then it wasn't business, but now, you know, I can kind of say, you know, look at the business aspects of things and everything going on around you. So it's tough when your dad coaches you, you know, but I think you learn a lot of the game, not only on the field, but off the field, which he talks to you all the time and really motivated me and showed me things. So it was nice.
What's this season been like for you and other players? You're a veteran at this point. You've gone through this ride before, but it seems like it's a first time for everybody given what's going on. What's this been like for you this season?
It's been tough. And I say that in the aspect of coming off the list, Frank, coming here, just trying to really do things and not saying being limited, but having to be accustomed to, you know, have a new foot, so to speak. And not only that, just finding yourself again, you know, just as far as like your timing and your pass rush and you're getting off and your physicalness and you're finding your hands and you know, and just get your confidence again. I think that was something I had to work on and kind of am still, you know, just finding that. But being on this team has allowed me to watch Fletcher Cox and Javon Hargrave. You know, those guys have really came in and, you know, allowed me not to feel too much pressure on myself to really have to do everything. And I can sit back and have guys I can learn from, talk to, and have cerebral football conversations and not just, you know, just feel like you're on an island. So it has been tough, but the guys that Howie Roseman put around me in the D-line room has been awesome and a lot of help.
You know, you mentioned Fletcher Cox. You're on one of the best defensive lines in the NFL. What's it like to be on a line with those guys and work with them?
It's nice. You know, it's a friendly competition. You know, we all understand the hierarchy of the room. You know, we understand the Fletcher thing. You know what I'm saying? I understand Javon came in, just got paid. You know, they understand who I am. So it's one of those things we have a healthy understanding and we have a healthy competition with each other. And in saying that, I think I know we all want to see each other succeed, but we also want to, you know, be the best in the room with the sacks and stuff and the tackles and showing up. So I think, you know, the front office did a good job of bringing guys that can compete but also be compatible.
Malik, how can people that are listening to the show and how can Philadelphia Eagle fans and Philadelphia fans in general, how can they help with the things that you're working on now?
They can help. They can help by I posted a picture on my Instagram. They can go on the Instagram. There's a link with Burlington Coat Factory. They can know that the coats will be donated to two nonprofit organizations. That's Fred's Footsteps and Cradles to Crayons. And yeah, like I said, just go to my Instagram, the Malik Jackson. The Malik Jackson, and every other information you need is there.
Well, we will make sure to share the information, how people can help. And like we said, you're the ideal athlete for us to talk to because we love the impact athletes make. So as you come up with new ideas and ways to help, we'd love to talk to you about it if you have the time. And we really appreciate you giving us a few minutes. And thank you for what you're doing in the community to make things better.
No, thank you for your platform and you know, just putting some light on what I'm doing. I appreciate you guys a lot.
You have a wonderful day. Thank you.